All right. Well, today, folks, in this it's going to be a short session. I got a few items to paint. Um, I really got to think of a way to be able to do painting and keep moving on to keep some of these streams longer. But the problem is, paint has to dry, right? So, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But what I'm going to be doing today, I couldn't pull off the effect on one of my coffins that I wanted to. It's not a completely ruined project because I could just repaint it, and that's fine, which I plan on doing. But I don't want to make the same mistake twice. So what I'm doing today is I'm using Montana Black. I think this is called Code Red. Yep, Code Red. Right there, you can see the name and the product number. I'm going to be comparing this, the regular Montana Black, to Montana Black Gold. It's for acrylic. This is called Shock Red. Now, from the tips of the cans, I really don't see much of a difference, but we're going to find out. Both of these are going to have the Montana Black glitter effect over it. This is the Christmas. I think it's called Christmas. Let me see. It doesn't say it on the can. It just says Montana Black glitter, but this is supposed to be red glitter flakes. So I'm going to give this a shot, and I'm going to paint these little testers, and we're going to see how the initial color takes, and we'll do one by one. I got several ready to go. So as we kind of move along, I'll just take one off, give it time to dry a little bit as I start painting the other one, and kind of go from there. Oh, it's hot. Florida weather blows. So the first thing I want to try is I'm going to start shaking everything up so I can hear that sound in the background. That's what I'm doing. Shake up the product really well to make sure I don't have any negative side effects from the material not being mixed well. I'm going to shake the glitter on that. Yeah, that's got a big bearing in it. It's going to be interesting. I'm really hoping this turns out the way I expect it to. But you never know. I'm going to start first with the regular Montana Black. This can, not the gold just yet. I want to see if I notice a difference in how they go on versus spray pattern and all that other good stuff. So we'll see. I thought there was something else I was just going to say and then I forget. Anyway. Let's go ahead and give this a shot, shall we? Oh, my little friend down here that you can see. One of my old projects. For any of you Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans, Casey Jones. Got the blood splatter effect on there. The eyes light up from the inside. Little push button. And come on, I think the battery's dead. Yeah, I'm gonna flip out the battery. Yeah, the eyes will glow. There's a video on my page with me wearing this mask. Yeah, pretty cool. I want to redo that because you can see I didn't take care of the layer lines. It added an okay effect, but this is like one of my very first projects on an old machine. Got a much better machine now that I could do better things with. All right, so let's get into painting. We're going to hit this again. We're hitting this with Montana Black, Code Red. Let's see what happens. As expected, a nice bright, really popping red. I should have got, let me get a, I'm gonna walk in and get a pair of gloves real quick. Hold on. All right, back with said gloves. And just from a single coat, bring this in so we can see it a little bit better. Not too bad. That's just a single coat. So I'm gonna let that sit to the side real quick. I'm gonna bring down another model. We're gonna see what the main difference is of these reds. And this time I'm gonna hit it with Montana Black Gold, Shock Red. I don't think there's going to be much of a difference in color here, but we'll see. Whoops. We got on these cans, there's a little protector. So you can't accidentally spray. So if I put that back on, right, I'm so confident I'll aim it right at my phone. See, can't spray. So we'll take that little thing out, lay it to the side. Let's give this a blast of some of the gold and see what happens. Oh, much lighter spray. I noticed right off the bat it doesn't have the forceful power of the black. This is what I used to do graffiti with. This I've never tried before. But this has a very strong spray. You probably heard it really well and you didn't hear my initial spray of this. But let's see what happens. I can tell right off the bat this is probably going to be an easier paint to work with for plastics. I think it's actually designed for such. More of a crafting spray paint than anything else. I like it. That went on really smooth. Didn't really blast it. I'll move this in. Mind you, it's just a single coat, so we're going to go over it a few times, but so you can see it. Not too shabby. All right, we'll let that sit and we'll dry. And since we have the models, why not? If there were people in the chat right now, I'd actually let you pick a color. Because I'm going to go between, I'm going to make my mind up real quick on if I want to do, let's see. I have a Montana Black Orange. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Why not? This is a black, so it's obviously going to go on heavier and faster with more pressure than a Montana Black Gold. Let's see what happens. All right. See a more forceful cap. So I'm getting more of the aerosol kick on this, but goddamn, that's such a nice color. Nice and bright. Really pretty. I'll bring this in so we take a better look at it. Look at that. I really want to do one more. I'm going to do one more. Why not? I'm grown. I do what I want. Kind of keeping everything lined up so I know what can and what with one model, especially on the reds, because I can't tell. I didn't bring my little grab point for this model, so I'm just gonna have to let it hang off a little bit. But one color I mentioned before that I did that I have just a little bit left of, probably just enough to show a good spray. Is Montana Black Slime Green. Not a lot in here, but see right there, Slimer Green, Montana Black. That's the product code, in case you and yours would like to try it yourself. Let's give this a shot. Not sure how much I have in here, but not to show that shit off, huh? God damn, that color is fucking sweet. Look at that. Folks, I really don't think it really gets much better than Montana Black products. They absolutely never let me down. Always look fucking amazing. I gotta be careful with this one because I don't have a hold point. Look at that. Isn't that just amazing? You can't go wrong with Montana Black. They have a whole array of colors, all amazing. I love this company. I mean, without using a gravity gun for like automotive paint, I don't think you're going to get a better finish, better coverage, even. Now this was just, I'm going back on the second coat. Again, this is Code Red, Montana Black. I'm going to do coat number 2. I'm going a little heavier this time. Probably went too heavy the first time. But again, I'm testing. I'm just trying to make up my mind on what color I want to do one of my coffins in. Whoa! Got some on my finger. So after coat 2 and the Code Red, regular Montana Black, look at that. I think it's pretty. Now we'll come back in and we'll do the second coat with Montana Black Gold. Much more forgiving spray. Doesn't spray on as thick. Well, I shouldn't say as thick, but as powerful as the regular Montana Black. Again, I keep showing it, but I don't know what time, at what point in the video you're going to pay attention to. So, and this is that shock red. Regular Montana Black is called Code Red. This is shock red. Comes out much lighter. Even. But from a color perspective, and I'm not saying I got perfect eyes by any sense of the imagination. I do wear glasses, but I'm not seeing much of a color difference here. It still looks really good. And I am going to add the flake to both this and the Code Red. Not too shabby. All right, I'm going to come back in and do, just because we did it, come back in and do another coat of the orange. I would say they got funny names. A Clockwork Orange is the name of this orange color. I mean, look at that, folks. The color speaks for itself. It's a bright color. It's really amazing looking. I think I need to do a coffin in this and black accents. I think it would look amazing. Look at that. Unbelievable. Really good looking color. Bring that in close so you can see it. There you go. Look at that. I think it looks great. I really like that color. Now what I plan on doing, I plan on labeling all these little testing models, so I never forget exactly what I did to them, what color I used. Although, I should have put that thing on that one. Second round of Slimer Green. I don't got much of this left, so it's really just to use it up. It's already going out. But we give me a nice test model to hang up in the studio and have a reference to look at whenever I'm thinking, man, what would be an amazing color for this, that, or that project. I love this paint, man. It goes on, I'm telling you, it goes on like auto paint. It really does. Gotta be careful with this one. Look at that. That's Slimer Green by Montana Black. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Let those sit and dry for just a second. And I guess what we could do for the time being is just chit chat a minute before we commit to doing some flake painting. Put my little safety cap in there. Yeah, it is hot out here. Oh, these Florida suburbs. We're on the brink of our hurricane season, so I'm complaining about the heat now, and I'm sure that it won't be too long before I start complaining about all the high winds. But as you can see, one of the things I noted, to carry you guys around here, those are some of my coffin blanks that I've been working on. Now, you might not be able to tell, but here's why I changed the material. Can you see this slow little dip in there? What that's from is these coffins have been sitting out here in my garage in the heat. And that particular material, PLA, does not play too nicely with heat. It will deform, warp, and generally just ruin a project real quick if you're negligent like I was. I have since changed all of my printing materials to PETG, which is a more heat resistant material. So what you saw there will not happen in the future. I already have a whole one ready, which is why we're doing this paint test now, so I don't screw it up going forward. I did use one of Tropical Glitz's rattle can paints that was supposed to have some metallic flake in it. I never saw any metallic flake. The color didn't come out much like I was expecting, but again, I did say that it probably would have looked a lot more like I wanted to had I done a dark base coat first, which is why these models, I got them in black just so I didn't have to first hit them with any kind of primer to darken them up. I'd have that dark base color right off the get-go. So, without further ado, all right, Montana Black, Code Red. It's going to be the first victim of the glitter effect. So we'll be hitting this and all the other ones. Well, the two red ones, because I think this is primarily a red coat or red flake. You can kind of see it here in the cap. Yeah, see, it's called Christmas Red. It's supposed to create some kind of sparkly red effect. So there she is. I'm going to give this a shot and see what the results are. Again, I'm not seeing a difference between the Montana Black and Montana Gold products. Might stick with the gold because it's really more controlled. I think they need more coats. And see, I don't know, because all the black products came out just beautiful. So we're going to see. We're going to see if this takes to all of those products, and just got to take from there. All right. I'm afraid. I mixed it up as much as I can, so let's give it a shot. Right off the rip, I'm seeing it, and holy shit. Excuse the language, but when you see this, if you can't already, you're going to be saying the same thing. Whoops, sorry, hit cam. That's what I wished Montana, I'm sorry, the Tropical Glitz did. Folks, the sparkle on this, obviously I got to let this dry because it looks like there's definitely a clear coat in it. So, oh my goodness. You can't see it, so let me bring it close. Folks, this is the shit. I really hope this camera picks this up. It's probably not going to. I wish it was picking this up so you can see it. I'll tell you what, if you follow me on social media, if you go to look up Darxide Enterprises on Instagram, follow me there. I will put high-res still shots of these once I'm done, along with the different base paints that I used. That looks amazing, folks. I'm going to let that dry. I don't want to hit too many coats. This is the Montana Black Gold. This is literally by the the instructions from Montana Black. This is the paint that this really pairs with. The gold miner products. I wanted to hit it on the black just to see what would happen. And already I'm impressed. So let's do it on the gold product. Let's see what happens. Really more of the same. I mean, this is sick. I am so super excited. Here's the part where I tend to screw up because I get so excited with the results. I start rushing into products because I can't wait to get them done because I finally have something that looks amazing, that works the way I wanted it to. And folks, I got to tell you, I'm never straying from Montana Black. It's going to take a lot. So this is the gold product with the flake in it. It might be hard to see here on this camera, but again, follow me at Darxide Enterprises on Instagram. I will post still shots up later, so you can check that out. I'll get the proper lighting in so I can. Now, just for shits and giggles, we're going to add the same flake to that color. Might look like shit, might not. But we're going to find out. And away we go. Definitely adding a texture look to it. You're really going to be able to see the glitter in this now. I'm not completely sold because I think it takes away too much of the orange. Look, can you see that? Can you see that glitter in there now? Again, I'll take still shots so you can check this out. It probably is a cool pattern. Now, seeing what it did to that, I'm very curious to see what it's going to do with the Slimer green. I touched it right there, so it looks like shit now. But again, these are test models. This is just to see what's going to look good and what's not. So let's hit this now and see what it does. Now, I'll be honest, had I just got their regular glitter, it probably would have really brought these bright colors out tremendously. But I'm using the red glitter, which is more for the red. And with the red, I'm super happy with it. I'm looking over at the models just off camera here. And I wish this camera would pick this up. I really do. Let me see. You're just not seeing what I'm seeing. But the still shots, I think, will sell you if you're working on a similar project or thinking about doing something yourself with any kind of rattle paint. This definitely added another color to it, another effect, a little bit of glitter. But I think that red glitter needs to just stay on red. But it works. It's the effect I was looking for. I'm super happy with it. I'm going to let these models dry completely. And then what I'll do for you guys is I'm going to take some still shots. I'm trying to maneuver my table here so it's out of the way a little bit. I'm going to take some still shots. I'm going to post them to my Instagram page. Again, look for Darxide Enterprises on Instagram. Give me a follow. Those photos will be up before end of day. And sorry about the delay. I meant to go live yesterday. Just had a lot of different things going on and a lot of projects I'm trying to get caught up on. Although no one's viewing these videos for some reason, I'm unable to keep product in my Etsy shop right now, which I'm very thankful for. So I don't know if the live video is a direct result of that, but whatever the case is, I'm happy about it, stoked. If that is why, someone found my stuff, hey, great. If not, okay, just a fluke and whatever. But I think I really wish you guys could see this because, like I said, the still shots will look so much better. You can't even see it. I need better cameras. I really need better cameras because literally I'm looking at this and I'm seeing all that flake. It's definitely a candy apple red, a hard candy apple red. But using that color on the orange and the Slimer green, no, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it does make me want to get another can of this and just regular glitter, because this red glitter, perfect for reds. And it's going to be very hard to tell the difference between these two products. This one goes on super heavy. This one more of a controlled spray. This one is really made for the glitter product. This one, although it doesn't say it's not on their website and through their directions. They don't mention the black line, only the gold line. But I'm telling you, I'm looking at both. Both look amazing. And I'll be honest, I mean, maybe I applied them a little bit differently. I actually like the gold effect on top of the black product more. And you'll see what I mean. Check out the images I'm going to put to my Instagram page. I'll have more detailed photos where you can really see the flake. But I'm telling you, this is the product. Craig, if you're looking at painting anything, I'm telling you, wait till you see these photos. It's sick. It's sick. And I have to imagine, see, I'm not sure if Montana Black does, if they actually do paint where you can put in a gravity-fed gun. But if they did, I would swear by it, because their rattle products are amazing. So if you're doing anything small, even if you're doing, you know, you're custom making something for your car. I'm not going to say painting your car. No one wants to paint their car with rattle cans. Are you kidding me? But you're installing something custom inside. You want to custom paint the roll cage. Most people would, you know, they would just what's that process called where you electrolysis, powder coat. They would powder coat their stuff. But if you're looking for something a little bit extra, they do make some. I think they do make some glittery powder coat stuff. Maybe that's something we get into later. Maybe some electrolysis, not powder coating, but like metals. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. See, this is what happens when something works and something looks great. I get all excited and all giddy, and I just can't wait to go. So definitely I'm going to get the regular can of this, not just the Christmas red, so I can try these other colors because they just look amazing. I got plenty more tester models to blast, but I mean, you saw the 3 colors, well, 4 actually. You got Code Red, you got Shock Red, Clockwork Orange, and Slimer Green, and all of them came out great. I just don't like the glitter effect on the Clockwork Orange and Slimer Green. I'll give you one more look. You're not going to be able to tell from this angle. Well, there they all are, folks, lined up. Again, I'll take still shots so you can see the details and really see. I mean, God, this one's gleaming in my eye. I know you can't tell on here, but it's so sparkly and so badass. I'm doing a coffin in that color for sure. So I'll be pairing Montana Black with this, and it's going to look amazing. Those, I mean, if I'd done the clear glitter effect on those, I bet you they would have looked sick. And now I actually want to get a can of it to prove myself right. But anyway, no, folks. Sorry for the delay in stream yesterday. I promise I'll be up. I'll start scheduling these things and actually stick to my schedule. Sundays are probably going to be the best day for me, at least in the interim. I plan on trying to do more of this because, again, I'm primarily doing this just to document my own discoveries. I'm no expert. I will never pretend to be. Don't listen to anything I say. Go out and you can take my suggestions. You can offer suggestions, but do your own research, try your own stuff out, and yeah. But for now, I'm too excited, and I need to go start applying this to some of my bigger projects. Until next time, folks, appreciate you checking it out. Talk to you later. Bye.